Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. It's Monday's Meditation Monday night, and we're going to do something a little different tonight. So tonight we're talking about 15-minute meditation, how to do it, why we use it, how to utilize it and maximize the time as you go in. And maybe it's not just 15 minutes that you have. Maybe it's 5, and maybe it's 10, maybe it's 7, but just kind of learning how to utilize that time and space and to maximize and create a foundation where you get the most amount out of your time as you go within, no matter what you're using this time for. So 15-minute meditations. The reason this topic came up today is because, I have an injured horse, and my horse has had an injury. We had a vet call on Saturday, and I've been kind of up with him bandaging, not bandaging now, but cleaning and doing everything. I was bandaging before, but it's in this really awkward spot. So my vet and I agreed that the bandage wasn't giving us any kind of positive outcome. So we are mending, but it is still a lot of making sure that there's wound care done and staying on top of that wound care so that the infection doesn't spread or get any bigger or worse. And the antibiotics can do their job and help them out as much as they possibly can. But saying that, I haven't been sleeping much. Not gonna lie, haven't been sleeping very much at all. Last night, I think I got an hour and a half. I was looking at the clock at 4 o'clock, and I'm like, oh God, the 5:30 alarm is going off, and that is sooner than later. Come on. And so what inspired today was, what was I going to do to help myself get through the day? Because not only do I have to add in his care, but I also have to kind of add in what work and management of my time and my energy, especially when you're in a low energy space. I mean, you don't sleep. I don't know about you guys, but by about 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock the next day, it's like I've hit the wall. Oh my God, can't make it. And I didn't want to resort to drinking extra coffee. So my plan and some of the tools that I've used in the past when I've had sleepless nights is doing a 15-minute meditation whenever I can. So whenever I find that time, whenever that block of time happens, taking that time and kind of letting my body, my mind kind of rest, reset, and then encourage my body and mind to be back in its max capacity, to be in its full frequency, energy, vibration, and tone, and to be focused, alert, and present. So that's kind of like the theme that I run with. How I say that definitely does change per moment and per day, depending on what I'm feeling, what I'm needing. But I kind of customize my own inner self-talk, my mindset shifting conversation. But to utilize that. So we want to utilize that conversation. We want to get into the subconscious mind quickly, easily, effectively, and powerfully so that we can spend the most amount of time in that space, that bliss space, the aha space, that space that takes you into that deep body sleep, but you're still conscious, you're still connected to your subconscious, you still have the power to visualize, to create, to get into your space, your force of creation, to set your affirmations, to communicate with the different parts of you, to connect with yourself in your self-source and soul space. So if you are interested in learning how to utilize this 15 minutes or, your 5 minutes, your 10 minutes, just stick around with us. I'm Jen Snow. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist. I'm a Reiki master and soul journey coach. And you can discover me on blendedconnections.com, on Instagram, on Telegram, on TikTok, and on Facebook. So all of my links are in the bio below. And if you would like to book in for a one-on-one consult, those are free, and it is half an hour where we deep dive into, helping you discover what is in your way of creating the best version of yourself, creating the best life, and getting into that force of creation, that self-source and soul space where you can really tap into your ability to co-create what's going on within you so that energy can be, you really get into the law of vibration, the law of attraction, and really start creating that in your physical environment. So if you are interested, just go to blendedconnections.com. If one-on-one might be a little too tense, or you want to kind of, dip your toe in, I also offer group classes. I have a Tuesday night group class, and then starting in September, I'm going to be offering a once-a-month workshop, and those workshops will be based on a theme every month. So we will start working towards self-healing, because I'm a big believer that we can really get into our space and really help complement our healing journey, whether that's physical, mental, emotional, or energetic, or all of the above and more. Past life, present life, parallel life, timeline work, wherever you need to go, we can maximize your capacity to do so. And I'm going to start teaching you guys how to do that because, like I said, I'm a firm believer that we have to have the tools and the techniques to be able to begin our healing journey, but not only just begin it, but get in the thick of it and keep that process going as we continue to feed that best version of ourselves, the healthiest version of ourselves, the wealthiest, most prosperous version of ourselves. And this was a journey that I had to go through myself, actually individually. And on the other side of that journey, on the other side of my physical healing journey, I really understood the power of the mind, the power of the subconscious, the power of the connection between your generational wounds and your shadows, and your primary wounds and shadows, and your soul wounds and shadows. And really, as you begin to peel back those layers, you really begin to make space for the version of you that is at the center of your force of creation. And once you can get into your space of creation, you can begin to create seamlessly and easily. So if this is something you're interested in, please go ahead and go to blendedconnections.com, click that consult, and book in your free consult over Zoom. And I would love to see where you're at, what's in your way. Let's dive into that and really start creating an action plan to help you get to your end results. So if you guys are ready now, let's talk about meditation. Let's dive into meditation. I love meditation. I utilize meditation in so many different ways. And like I said earlier, today was one of those days where I didn't sleep last night. I've had a crazy week where I've been up and down, and I knew today was going to flatline energy for me. Like I was going to hit my 1, 2 o'clock and be like, oh yeah, I don't have it in me. So my plan was, like I said, to meditate every 15 minutes in blocks. So when I had the opportunity, when my day opened up, instead of, going to grab that extra cup of coffee, I decided to have a quick glass of water, had some green tea, and then I meditated, and I utilized that 15 minutes. Now today, some of my meditations were actually 7 minutes when I was really feeling like I just needed a little booster. I got into myself, source and soul space, my force of creation, and I really communicated with my body and my mind. This is what I needed from it. I needed to boost, get into that, second, third, fourth, fifth wind. And I really needed to be mentally alert and focused for my sessions, for the wound care for my horse. So that is why today was inspired. Today was inspired by my horse named Ozzy. And he's not really talking to me right now because he does not really like his mom, because his mom has been poking at him for the last several days. And, washing a wound that isn't definitely 100% is not comfortable for him. And I do feel for him. And I know at some point he will forgive me because I'm going to buy back his love with treats. It's really simple. When he's healthy, I'm sure I'm going to have a little conversation and he will understand why I had to do the things that I did. But right now, I get it. I don't like it. I don't like it when people poke at me when I'm injured. So, but back on topic. So 15 minutes. How do we utilize this? So there are some techniques that you can use, some steps that you can use for your daily meditation. This doesn't just have to be your 15-minute meditation. It can be your everyday meditation. These are the steps that I consistently use to get me into that space, that sweet spot, my home base, the center core of my self, source, and soul space. And that is when I first sit down, I find a place where I know that it doesn't always have to be quiet. Sometimes I throw on headsets if it's not really quiet, or I'm just going to allow the noises to help me out. So, and I'll explain that after, because as we meditate in places that aren't necessarily set up for meditation, where it's not quiet, it really helps us gain that focus and that ability to tune out not only the sounds and distractions around us, but that inner monologue that often happens that gets us into a place where we can't get into that space, where, that little voice comes up and starts like, hell, you got to do that in 20 minutes. You got to do this in 10 minutes. Like, why are you taking this time? You really don't have time for this. That little voice that kind of gets you off track. So my process is for myself, and I have been using this process since 2016. I mean, it varies depending on the day. I don't necessarily need to do all of the steps, because I've really anchored and compounded this process and each step of the process into my daily routine. So I am, now have gotten to that place where I can cut some corners if I don't have my full 15 minutes to drop into that deep meditative state. Sometimes even just, snapping a finger for me while my eyes are closed can put me there very quickly. Be careful not to do that today because I might drop in as I'm talking to you. So the first thing I do is find a spot, wherever it is, wherever I can, just a safe space where you know that if your eyes are closed for 15 minutes, you're not going to, feel uncomfortable. Because that's the first thing. You got to find a space where you're comfortable, because if you are all uncomfortable in the space that you're meditating in, that alone will start to distract you. That alone will keep you a little more alert than you want to be, or are choosing to try and, avoid being that alert self. So we don't want to find a space where you can't allow yourself permission to let go. So you want to find that space, whether it's inside, outside, whether it's in your favorite place in nature, but just that place where you can feel safe for that first 5 to 15 minutes of your meditation time. And then once you connected to that space, finding a comfortable place to sit down, to lay down, however you choose, both depending. You can change your position during. You can do whatever you want. And you don't have to stay still during meditation. I know there's a lot of practice where you do learn to stay still, but there are days where we are just not still people. And that's okay. Again, if you want to practice being still, please do. But if that is something that really you're finding hard and distractive right now, then give yourself a little bit of leniency and know that and just give yourself a positive suggestion that every time you adjust your position, that's going to help you go twice as deep into that feeling of comfort, that flow of calm, that place of rest. And so that's how you set that up. Setting yourself up by these positive suggestions before you even close your eyes and go in. If there's something that normally distracts you or deters you from that beautiful space that you can create, then we can set it up before we begin and just, talk, that little inner voice or that outer voice, depending on how comfortable you feel, where you are and how you're doing this. I talk to myself in public all the time. I actually have to kind of stop myself and be like, that whole conversation, I'm pretty sure somebody heard. Maybe you need to have the inside voice, not the outside voice. But however you're comfortable, just find your flow. That may change depending on where you are. You may have your inner voice. You may just have that outer conversation. But just remember, however you choose to do this on an individual basis is absolutely perfect. And if you choose to do it the same way each and every time, so that you can anchor in that process of deep diving into that self-source and soul space in your meditation home base, then, it's completely up to you. And it's just, again, this is all about your comfort level. It is really about your comfort level. Hey, Purple Princess, how are you? How's your Monday going? What's happening? I hope it's been amazing, because, it's Monday and I know it's the first of the week. And sometimes those are great, amazing days that set your week up like that. And sometimes there are days where this time to meditate can reset your week up, depending on how your day went. So once we've got that spot and you've made those positive suggestions before you even close your eyes. Oh, you're at Mom and Dad's. Nice. Very nice vacation all week. Woo, woo. I am taking 4 days of vacation, September 1st weekend, the Labor Day long weekend. So I'm excited for that. I haven't actually taken some time off this summer where I can really just and I say I'm going to do this, but we're actually going to be working on the house. So it's a stay vacation to get some stuff ready for the winters in the mountains. Called insulation. Yeah, we're doing some insulation around the skirt of the house because it was cold last year. So we're hoping that this will help keep the house a little bit cozier, because I love that pellet stove. So we're going to help it out, maintain that warmth during the cooler months of the year. Because I know that, summer is coming to a close and I'm not ready. So I'm really hoping fall is super, super, super warm. That's my hopes. Fingers crossed. But I know not everybody agrees with me on that one. So you've got your space, you've got your place. You're like, oh yeah, I've set myself up. I've set my positive suggestions. You may even want to set your intention with your eyes open. And then when you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes down and just let your eyes drop down. And as they drop down, just take a moment to focus on your breath, the rhythm of your breath, the space of your breath, the flow of your breath. Just really sit there and be in the moment of the connection between your body and your breath. And as your breath and your breathing softens, your body will begin to soften and move into a more comfortable space. So that's the connection between the mind and the body and the soul, between the breath and the body, is that our breath can really help our body become calmer and calmer. So if our breath is soft and comfortable, natural and normal, our body gets into its more soft and comfortable and natural and normal rhythm. And if you find that you hold a lot of tension, we can really begin to utilize the power of your breathing. As you breathe in, you're breathing in how you want to feel. You want to set that intention. As you breathe out, and naming what it is that you're ready to let go of, what's no longer serving you. So if it's body, physical tension, if it's mental worry or stress or physical stress or anything along those lines, you set that every time you exhale from this point forward to the end of your journey, you're going to release and let go. And you just kind of sit there and breathe for a little bit. And you're going to, I do have people that like to set timers, but this is going to be something you're going to feel. This is about getting into that body and breath connection. It's about feeling that body and breath rhythm and flow and connection, and just kind of sinking in. You may even notice that certain areas of your bodies are showing up and like, yeah, you need to focus on me for a second. Hello, I'm really tight back here. That left shoulder, because it's always my left shoulder, wants a little extra love. And, if that's distracting you, an easy way to, prevent that distraction from being a distraction your entire time, just have a little conversation with your left shoulder. Be like, okay, I will come back to you when I get into that deep space, and I will bring more feeling of calm and comfort into that muscle, into that area, so that, you can give that attention where attention is needed and wanted. So once you get to that place where you kind of do a little self-assessment, your eyes are closed, you're in your rhythm, you're in your flow with your breath and your breathing, then it's time to notice your surroundings. So let your mind wander for a moment and just take a moment to categorize all of the sounds around you. That's right. Take a moment to notice them. And the reason that we notice them is so that they're not surprising or disruptive during the process of deepening this wonderful feeling of calm that you are about to create. That's right. So if you can literally call out all the sounds around you, whether it's traffic passing you by, your family members, your breathing, footsteps above, TV, cell phones ringing, just kind of name everything that you can assume or hear that may come up during this 15 minutes. And then giving all those sounds permission now, giving them a job. Give them a job to take you deeper in and deeper down into that feeling of calm, into that feeling of softness and comfort. And so that your conscious and subconscious mind have heard this message that these sounds are not going to be distracting or disturbing you from that rest. They're going to take you into a deeper space of comfort. And they're going to take you into that deeper space of rest just by existing. And then you pull your mind back to your breathing. Once you feel at ease with the sounds around you, you pull your mind back to your breath. And that's where we begin the journey within. So as we begin the journey within, you kind of find that home base. You kind of imagine that special place. You imagine stepping into that place where it feels cozy, warm. Maybe it's your favorite place in nature, somewhere you'd like to be, somewhere you feel peaceful and content. Maybe this place is the same place every time. Maybe it's different every time. That, again, is unique to you and you alone. So that, and sometimes we think we're going one place and we end up somewhere completely different. And my suggestion is, don't fight where you go. If you find you're like, oh, this is really nice, but I thought I'd go to the mountains. Just let yourself be there. Let yourself experience that subconscious inner space of calm, that self-sourced and soul place where you can be at ease, where you can let yourself deepen the experience of rest and release. And then from there, once you're in that place, just focus, bringing your attention to those tiny muscles around your eyes. And this is key point of it all, is that once you get to that place where you can allow the muscles in and around your eyes to go completely heavy and soft, so heavy and soft that if somebody walked into the space that you were in and asked you to open your eyes, you would choose to maintain the comfort and softness in your eyes and those muscles around your eyes versus opening them. And when you feel you're at that point, you are now into a medium state of meditation. That's all it takes, guys, to get there. Now you're getting into that recharge space. Now you're getting into that place where you can really start to communicate with your mind, your body, and your soul, and encourage that space of comfort, recharge, rest. For me today, a lot of my time in that space was resting, just really taking time to let my body rest, let my mind rest, let it feel like it was getting into that sleepy space where I could just begin to feel my energies recharging. And as I came out of that space, my positive suggestions, because this is where you can start making those powerful positive suggestions and affirmations, that when I counted myself up out of that meditation, that I would feel energized, focused, alert, replenished, nourished, and fully aware and fully awake. So that was kind of my positive suggestion, so that when I counted myself up from 1 to 5, bringing myself back up into my conscious state, back into my eyes open space, that I was feeling recharged and nourished, that I was feeling energized and focused and present, so that I could move on with the next part of my day and not feel the exhaustion from not sleeping. So that has been my day, and those are some of the steps that you guys can utilize. And as you utilize these steps, they get easier and easier, and it happens faster and faster. So for me, typically, unless I'm very distracted or I got lots going on and my brain won't settle, I can close my eyes and connect with my breath for about 10 breaths, and I count myself down from 5 down to 1. I focus on my eyes muscles becoming completely soft, and I'm in my home base and I'm there. Like, I can then just be there for a moment, whether it's focusing on affirmations or positive suggestions, or just literally focusing on bringing positive energy into all the muscles from my body, from the top of my head, soles of my feet, palms of my hands. You really just have to choose, and the world is limitless when you're there. You can do whatever it is that you want to do that's, drawn to you. This is where your creative side gets to really come out. So it could be you imagining yourself resting in a hammock somewhere so that you feel like you have just gained 8 hours of sleep in 5 to 15 minutes of your meditation. So your subconscious mind has the capacity to really listen when you're in this space. So really communicating what it is that you need and want, and allowing your subconscious mind to absorb that message. And its job is to give you what you want. Sometimes it's, in alignment. Sometimes it's out of alignment. We have to, recalculate a little bit. But in this case, it's going to be in alignment because you are having that inner conversation with yourself. You are setting the stage and you are creating a beautiful space to achieve what it is that you want to achieve. So that's a 15-minute meditation, steps and tools and tricks. So now I'm going to take you through these steps. I'm going to take you through these tools, and then we're going to do a quick little meditation because it's Monday meditation. Why not? And it's more fun to kind of walk through these processes and then experience them. So that way that, when next time you do them, you can either hit replay on this recording and go through the process just so you guys know. The meditation will start at 24 minutes. That way you guys know where to move it forward if you don't want to hear the talk before and you just want to do the meditation. So that's another option. So let's just take a moment to hit that like and subscribe button. Help us get out there. Help us reach more souls. Help more souls learn to meditate, to step into their soul journey and go forward from there. So after you guys, when you're ready, if you hit that like button, or if not, that's okay. Either or. Maybe this is your first time. You're just getting to know me. But if you're ready and willing, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and find that comfortable space to meditate in. Whether you're sitting or laying, that's completely up to you. If you choose to adjust your position throughout the 15-minute meditation, please feel free to do so. And knowing that as you do so, that each and every time you adjust your physical position or your mental, emotional position, you will go into a deeper space of calm, a deeper place of rest, a deeper flow of comfort and peacefulness. So go ahead and get comfortable. Find that little spot that you can sit in or lay down in, or perhaps a combination of both. And as you do, setting that intention, setting those positive suggestions, giving yourself permission that every time you adjust your physical body, it'll take you into a deeper space of comfort. Each and every breath, you're breathing in that comfort and calm, that place of rest. At every exhale, you're beginning to let go of everything and anything that you're willing and ready to let go of. And perhaps that might be the tension or tightness or stress or worries or cares that you sense or feel yourself holding on to. Just setting that exhale in flow of releasing and letting go of any and all of the things that you're ready to let go of. Simply, easily, comfortably, and abundantly with each and every moment that passes. So as you have that conversation with your body, when you're ready, let's go ahead. close your eyes down and sit with your breath. That's right, sitting with your breath, taking time to be with your breathing, to be with your inhale, with your exhale, feeling the rhythm and flow of each part of your breath. Or perhaps taking a moment to notice all the different parts of you that meet the different parts of your breathing. Noticing where your breath goes as you breathe in. And where your breath goes as you breathe out. Just becoming a little more connected, a little more aware, a little more in tune with the mind, body, and breath. Feeling all the different parts of you. Connecting in the flow of each and every breath in and out. And notice how your breath in begins to increase that feeling of calm, that flow of comfort, that connection into that deeper space of rest. Breathing in the energy of calm and comfort, that flow of rest. And as you exhale, beginning to let go of any and all forms of tension or stress that you may feel or sense yourself holding on to, or any and all forms of worries or cares. Releasing and letting go with each and every breath out, softly, gently, easily, comfortably, and abundantly. Releasing and letting go, bit by bit, more and more, with each and every breath you breathe. And as you feel at ease with your breathing, as you feel the rhythm of your body and your breath sinking in harmony and unity in that soft, gentle, natural flow of each and every breath, as your body rhythm begins to soften, comforted and calm. Notice how you begin to naturally release. And with every inhale, how that feeling of calm, comfort, and rest begins to softly and gently increase. And with a softness in your breath, let your mind wander for a moment or two. Take a moment to notice all the sounds around you. Noticing the sounds both inside and outside of the space that you are in. Notice how you notice them, how you sense them. Notice how your mind reacts to them. Any and all sounds, both inside and outside. And as you notice the sounds around you, take a moment of pause, giving yourself permission to know that each and every sound, whether new or old, inside or outside, loud or soft, now or later, expected or unexpected, man-made or made by nature, will no longer disturb nor distract you from this wonderful feeling of rest. In fact, giving all these sounds permission now to help take you deeper in and deeper down into that calm, deeper down into that flow of rest, deeper and deeper in to that comfort all around, physically, mentally, emotionally, and energetically, becoming more and more comforted by every sound around you as it takes you deeper in and deeper down. And taking a couple deep and full breaths as you bring your focus back to your breathing, as you feel at peace with the sounds around you, and feel the rhythm of your breath and your body easing into a flow of deeper calmness, into a rhythm of deeper rest and release. As you begin to feel a little more at ease and at peace. And as you rest with your breathing, as you rest with your breath, let your breath be a path from the outside world around you into that inner space of calmness within you, into that self-source and soul space, that home base, that center core, that beautiful place. And for a moment, as your breath begins to guide you into that inner space within, take a moment to imagine your special place. Imagine, sense, and feel yourself standing, sitting in your wonderful place, that calm inner space. Perhaps it reminds you of your favorite place in nature, or your favorite place to be, where you feel completely content, safe and free, calm and peaceful, blissful, and entering an inner space of divine inner serenity. So as you imagine this special place, let your breath guide you into that inner space, into that comfort, into that calm, into that peace, into that very wonderful, special place that is yours and yours alone. And as you snuggle into your inner home base, take a moment to rest there, to enjoy the feeling of this beautiful place. And notice how you notice this inner space. You may sense it, you may feel it, you may just be aware of it through your sixth sense, you may see it, you may smell it, you may taste it. All of your senses, as you move into this safe, beautiful place, will begin to open bit by bit, more and more, as you move into this beautiful place once more. And as you rest there with ease, let your mind wander to those tiny little muscles in and around your eyes. Those beautiful tiny muscles that work so hard from morning to night. And as you focus on them, as you breathe in, imagine those muscles becoming softly and gently heavy and calm, heavy with calmness. That's right. As you breathe in, imagine all the muscles in and around your eyes becoming softly, gently, heavy with calmness, more and more with every breath in. And as you breathe out, feel and sense those tiny muscles around your eyes, releasing any last traces of tension or tightness. That's right. Breathing in, that soft calmness. Exhaling, letting go. Bit by bit, more and more. That's right. And once you feel all those muscles in and around your eyes completely at ease, comfortably heavy in calmness, you can take a moment to expand that feeling all the way down to the soles of your feet. Perhaps noticing and connecting with any and all muscles in your body that may need some extra attention, softening and loosening. And taking a moment to pause in that area of your physical body that feels tight or tense, and just breathing into that space in your physical body, more and more calmness, more and more comfort, more and more rest with each and every breath. And perhaps imagine at the soles of your feet that there is an endless, limitless, boundless flow of soft, gentle, loving energy, as if you had stepped into a pool of endless love, comfort, and calm. And imagine the muscles in your soles of your feet drawing up that energy through your heels, all the way up to the backs of your legs, all the way up your back, vertebra by vertebra, to the tops of your shoulders, down through your arms and the sole palms of your hands and the tips of your fingers and thumbs, and all the way back up to your crown, down your forehead, and all the way into those tiny little muscles in and around your eyes. So that energy of calm, that feeling of rest, that rhythm of peacefulness is moving through each and every muscle, every nerve, every fiber, and every part of you, from the top of the head all the way down to the soles of your feet, as you rest, as you gently and softly let go and release. With each and every breath you breathe. And as you find yourself drifting deeper and deeper into the comfort, this is a time now to take a moment to have that inner conversation, to give yourself permission to utilize and maximize your vibration, your tone and frequency, to bring in that feeling of nourished energy, replenished and revitalized. I am energized. I am loved. I am nourished. I am revitalized. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am full of prosperity. I am abundant. I am in the rhythm of my soul. I am in the rhythm of my soul purpose and journey. And my soul purpose and journey is in rhythm with me. I am nourished. I am abundant. I am revitalized. I am safe. I am enough. I am worthy. I am in the rhythm of my soul, and the rhythm of my soul is within me. I am in alignment with my soul purpose and journey. My soul purpose and journey is in alignment with me. I am focused. I am present. I am energized. I am vibrating at my max capacity. I am vibrating at my highest frequency. I am alive. I am thriving. I am flourishing. And everything that I do, I create abundance. I'm just taking a moment to pause and add any positive suggestion, any positive affirmation that aligns with you, that connects with you, that resonates with you over this next moment as I go quiet. And as you say these affirmations, as you create a space of connection with the mind, body, and soul in this beautiful place, begin to feel what you say as if you have always had these parts, that you've always been wealthy and prospering, that you've always been healthy, that you've always been well, that you've always been in alignment with your soul journey and soul purpose, and so much more. Feel and notice how you notice this as you encourage and support and create space within you each and every breath and every moment, with every word, positively creating more and more change. As you rest deeply and wonderfully, perfectly and abundantly. And when you've set your affirmations into space, when you've set them into place, when you feel yourself aligning and thriving in those beautiful words, those positive suggestions, that inner mindset shifting to align in harmony and unity with each and every word as you meditate, every thought and every feeling, increasing the level of vibration, frequency, and energy that aligns with those words that I am. Take a deep couple of breaths. That's right. Take a deep couple of breaths. Feel how good it feels to be you. to have created space within you, to be a part of your co-creation, in your force of creation, as your internal world is shifting into that inner space of wealth and abundance, health and prosperity, as the I am statements become more and more real for you in every moment and every breath that passes, taking those deep couple breaths. And in a moment, I'm going to count you out from 1 to 5. At 5, you'll be fully emerged, fully aware, fully alert. At 5, feeling refreshed and nourished, revitalized, and vibrating at your highest capacity and energy and frequency and tone. 1, feel the earth beneath you, feel the flow within you, connected in harmony, creating a space of nourished revitalization, encouragement and support, and everything in between that is positively encouraging and supporting you. Feel all the positive parts of you becoming to the surface, into the conscious mind. Feel how good it feels to be you too. Feel the bend in your arms and legs, giving yourself permission to be more energetic, more focused and present, more nourished and replenished. 3, feeling wonderfully centered and grounded, aligned and harmonized on all levels, energetically, physically, mentally, emotionally. 4, your eyes are crystal clear. And 5, fully emerged, fully aware, fully alert. Go ahead and open your eyes, taking a deep breath and just repeating your affirmations as you open your eyes, that you are abundant. I am flourishing and thriving. I am in alignment with my soul journey and purpose. I am nourished. I am refreshed. I am revitalized. I am energized. I am focused. I am present. I am worthy. I am enough. Or any other affirmations or positive suggestions that you added in. And as you open your eyes, bring them all the way back into the here and now, becoming a part of your physical reality and beyond. So there you guys go. That is your 15 minutes. That is a way to maximize. And those steps you can shorten and turn into a 5 to 7 minute meditation, into a 10-minute meditation, into a 12-minute meditation, into an hour meditation. So those steps you can play with depending on how much time you have and what you want to, what you're setting aside on your daily basis and your daily routine, your daily habit of going within and finding that space and creating a deeper connection into your force of creation, into that self-source and soul space where you have the power to create positive change. So there you guys go. That is one of my biggest tools, and especially, like I said, when I have sleepless nights, this is what I do as much as I possibly can. Sometimes it's only 5 minutes, guys. Sometimes I only have 5 minutes to jump in and dive in and do this, but every time I do, it does boost my energy level. It does boost my focus. It does boost my mental capacity, my emotional balance and harmony, my physical well-being and energy. So, and my energetic flow just seems to connect and ground a little bit easier. And I stop living in that feeling of being exhausted and tired, and I reframe into nourished and replenished. So that's one of my tools and tricks for if you need extra energy or you need an extra boost throughout your day, your week, your month, your year. There you guys go. So thank you so much for spending your time with me tonight. I know I usually go an hour, but tonight I do have to get out and clean Ozzy's leg up. So I hope that you have a wonderful Monday. For those of you in my Tuesday night class, I will see you tomorrow night. And for those of you who are joining us on the Shipwreck Show on Friday mornings, I will see you on Friday morning. And I will be here next Monday. Yeah, we're going to have some fun next Monday. I'm not sure what the topic is yet, but we'll get there. For those of you who would like to check out what it's like to do a one-on-one session, please check out blendingconnections.com. Click the free consult call, book in for your free consult. Let's talk about how we can clear your path to helping you create the best version, the best parts of you. And so thank you very much, guys. I hope that you have a great Monday evening. I know the Shipwreck Show is on tonight, so if you got time, jump over there, check out the show tonight. It's going to be an awesome one. All right, guys. Talk to you guys soon. Cheers.